Hi there, it's time for a bit of faith and science with Cloud in a Bottle.
Holy smoke! Can someone open a window, please? Holy Smoke, exploring faith and science.
Hi, I'm Faye, otherwise known as the Batty Boffin, and today is one of my favourite experiments of all time. It's called Cloud in a Bottle, so you're going to need a bottle. Something like a 2-litre pop bottle is absolutely ideal, and we are going to be using some matches, so don't let little children do this one, please. It's for older children and grown-ups. Okay, come down here and let's see how we do it. So for this experiment you'll need a bottle. I've got a pop bottle there, or this one's a squash bottle, and it must have a screw lid, that's important. And we've got some matches. Now we need to fill the bottle with wet air that's got a lot of water vapour in it. You can do that by pouring some water in and just slurring it around, or you can breathe into the bottle, so that's what I'm going to do. There we go, I've just breathed into that bottle a few times. So breath that comes out of your mouth is quite wet, so it's got a little wet air in there. And now I'm going to put some smoke particles in it. So I'm going to do that with a match. So younger children, this is not for you. So I'm just going to hold the bottle over the match, get some smoke in there. Okay, so getting some smoke particles. They're very, very fine smoke particles. Okay, and then we put the lid on. And we must put the lid on tightly, that's important. We've got to have a good air seal in there. Okay, so now I'm going to squeeze the bottle and then release it. And in the pause, you see if you can work out what's going to happen and why. Here we go then. Hopefully you can see this, there's not too many glimmers. I'm afraid the light is shining off the bottle a bit, but there you go. Here we go. I'm going to squeeze the bottle, and you've got to squeeze it hard. And then release. Oh wow, look at that. Can you see there's a cloud? No cloud, cloud. No cloud, cloud. I'll show it this way so you can look through the bottle as well. No cloud, cloud. No cloud, cloud. So what's going on here is we've got water vapour, that's water in its gaseous state, in the air, and it's almost like dissolving sugar in water. When you put the sugar in the water, you can't see the sugar anymore. But if you let that evaporate, then the sugar comes out of the water and you can see it again. And it's a bit like that. It's like we've got water vapour, like dissolved in the air, and you can't see it. But then it comes out of solution and you can see it. So the water vapour is still there, it's just sometimes you can see it and sometimes you can't. And the smoke particles are there to help these visible droplets form. These are big enough that you can see them, the visible ones, and that's what's going on in clouds. And when these droplets form together and get even bigger than that, then they fall, and that's what we call rain. So there you go, your very own cloud in a bottle. No cloud, cloud. No cloud, cloud. It's good, isn't it? You can see why that's one of my all-time favourite experiments. It's great, isn't it? And that cloud reminds me of a part in the Bible. It's in the beginning of the book of Acts. It's also at the end of Luke, because Luke wrote Acts and he kind of did it as the end of one and the beginning of the other. And it's the account of the end of the time when Jesus was walking around on earth with all his friends. This is after he'd risen from the dead. And he spent a lot of time with his friends. He went and had barbecues with them, and he sat and talked, and eventually all that time came to an end. And he said, this is it, I'm going to go now. And it says here, this is Acts chapter 1. It said, after saying this, he was taken up to heaven, and as they watched him, a cloud hid him from their sight. So that's the link with the cloud here. But it made me think, even when you can't see a cloud, the water vapour that clouds are made of is still there. In our bottle, sometimes we could see the clouds and sometimes we couldn't, but the water vapour hadn't gone anywhere. It was still there, we just couldn't see it. And it's a bit like that with Jesus. As he was walking around with his disciples, having meals with them, chatting with them, they could see him, they could touch him, they could feel him. Now, today, 2,000 odd years later, I can't actually sit and have a fish finger sandwich with Jesus, but he is still here. I can't see him, but he is still here, just like the cloud in our bottle. That's great. I'll see you next time. Hi there, I'm Faye, otherwise known as the Batty Bottle. The Batty Bottle. I am the Batty Bottle. Okay, I'll try that one again.
Okay, quiet on set.
Hi there, I'm Faye, otherwise known as...
Take 97.
Go on, Faye, stop it, stop.